So that gets through the formal bit. Welcome to everybody for this second session of the Future Champions. And we've got a few events to get through for those people who are tuning in on this one. We're going to be starting with event 201, which is the 100 backstroke. That's going to be swum in 7 heats. And then 202 is the 50 breaststroke for girls. And that's going to be 12 heats. And then we've got the men's 50 butterfly, which is in 7 heats. And then the women's 50 100 meter freestyle, which is got 13 heats, so that's quite a few to get through. So lots to get through. We're having spot prizes for lucky lanes. So if you have a lucky lane, I will tell you that it's a lucky lane before the heat, and then I will tell you which lane it is at the end of that heat. And anyone who swims in that lane will automatically win a lucky lane prize, which we'll give to you at the end. Don't forget, you'll be required for presentations for medals at the end of the session. So keep yourself available for the end of the session if you are one of the lucky winners of the medals. If you are, well done. Please get yourself into some warm gear and we will do the presentations. Hopefully, if the rain keeps off, we will be able to do them where we did them earlier on today.
This is the test start. Take your mark.
So we're ready to get underway on time with event number 201, which is the first of this second session. It's the men's 10 and 11 years 100 meter backstroke, and it's going to be swum in 7 heats. This is heat 1 with swimmers in lanes 2 to 7. So the first heat's underway. We've got 6 swimmers in this. You can see the swimmers on. If you're looking online, you'll be able to read them off of the start sheet as it comes up before they get going. 4 lengths of the pool for these swimmers, turning it to about 22.5, 23 seconds at the end of first length. Entry times range from around 1:52 up to just under 2 minutes. Fastest entrant here is Stuart Butler in lane 4 from Dunstable. He's an 11-year-old and he's entered at 1:52. Got 3 10-year-olds in lanes 2 and then 6 and 7, and the rest are 11. Halfway turn, 4 swimmers all turn at 48s and 49. Got one at the back there at turning at about 55. I would think it's just missed on the board. It will be picked up on the backups. But in the lead now, just going into the lead, coming up to the final turn, in lane 5 is George Heather from Huntingdon. But right alongside him actually now, really nothing to choose between 3, 4 and 5. Got James Moore in 3, Stuart Butler in 4, George Heather in 5, and right behind them we got lane 6 as well. So all these swimmers all swim extremely well. Coming into the last few meters, big sprint finish coming in from lane 6 as well. It's going to be very close as they come through to touch, and as they touch, very, very close. Well, we're going to have to wait and see what comes up on the backups on this, because some didn't touch very well. Winning times around 1:41, which is very fast. It's about 10 second, 11 second PB, but we'll have to wait for the backup times to come up before we'll have a full list of the final result. Clear the pool, please, swimmers. Can you clear the pool to the side, please? So we'll wait to see the result come up. Hopefully it'll come up quickly enough for me to be able to see it. All results are being posted on the website. You'll be able to pick them up later on to check all of your swimmers' times. So we have a notice of disqualification in event 201, heat 1, and it's lane 2, disqualified for a technical infraction. Winning time there, 1:41.08. And it was James Moore who won that heat. Heat 2 of the 100 meters backstroke, and this is a lucky lane heat.
Stand down, swimmers. Off the bulkhead, please. No. Stand down.
Stand right down, please, swimmers. So this is a half and half one. We got 4 10-year-olds and 4 11s. The 10-year-olds are in lane 1, 3, 5 and 6, and 11-year-olds in lanes 2, 4, 7 and 8. Coming up to the first turn to see where the leaders are at the first turn. Turning about 22 seconds, 22, 23 seconds. Got 3 in a row who are all clear at the moment, and 1 just fractionally behind. We've got Latana Ificho, who's in lane 4, fastest entrant, Modernian. He's under 1:43.89, but just ahead of him at the moment is Morgan in 5 and Joseph in 6. They're both at 1:44s. And halfway they all turn at around 47. Behind them, chasing pack around about 50 and then 52. Last to turn in lane 7 is William Cooper, who's an 11-year-old. But they're all going well at the moment. Don't forget, it's all about beating our entry times. That's the most important thing. But coming up now to the final turn, 2 swimmers pulling clear. Both turning at about 1:11, 71 seconds. We've got Morgan in 5 and Joseph in 6. And they are really close together. And Joseph fraction ahead, but Morgan's responding. It's going to be very close, getting into the last 7 meters. And it's Joseph and Morgan absolutely together. As they come through, it's both accelerating to finish. And as they touch there, 1:34.59 goes to Morgan, just ahead of 1:34.68 Joseph. Both way inside their 1:44 entry times, 10 seconds inside that. Third to touch there, 1:40. Looks like over there was the lane 2 with Harry, but we'll wait and see as it all comes up on the backups.
Thank you, swimmers. Please leave the pool by the side.
So hopefully that will be a confirmed result. And the lucky lane there was Ben Goring-Farrow. Ben Goring-Farrow in lane 3. Ben, you were in a lucky lane and you win a lucky lane prize. This is heat 3 of the men's 100 meters backstroke.
Take your marks.
So in the third heat, coming up to the first turn, storming away at the moment is Jesse in lane 3. Turns at under 20 seconds. His entry time 1:39.9, so he's looking for a fast time here. At the moment behind him in lane 5 is Charlie. Charlie is a fastest swimmer under 1:38. We've got a couple of 10-year-olds in lane 1. We've got Max, and in lane 7 we've got Harry. So at halfway now. 41.4 for Jesse, 44 for Charlie, and then couple pretty close behind that. We've got 3 or 4 swimmers together. Leading the way, the pack behind really is probably Leo in lane 8, but very close between Leo and Ryan in lane 4. Final turn for the leader, Jesse. Now's his turn at about 66 seconds, about 68, 69 in second place there for Charlie, but Jesse, Colchester swimmer, 11-year-old, entered a 1:39.97, so just under 1:40. Going to be a great time. Big sprint finish coming in here from lane 8 from Leo Walker, and also in the middle of the pool in lane 4. But the winner comes in and touches 1:28 for Jesse, 1:28.81, excellent swim, 1:33.13 for Charlie in second place, and third to touch there, fast finishing for Leo Walker in lane 8, 1:35.31. Those are the touches. We'll wait to see the result when it comes through. And this is heat 4 of the men's 100 meters backstroke.
Take your mark.
The times in this one range from about 1:34 up to about 1:38. One 10-year-old in this, Jaden in lane 7, Jaden Carter from Basildon, Phoenix, entered 1:37, so let's see how he goes. He's up there at the moment. First to turn, about just under 20 seconds or thereabouts. In lane 3 is Attila Team Ipswich swimmer, entered 1:34. Right alongside him, James Hallam from Harpenden. He's also a 1:34 swimmer as entry times. Then pretty close, we've got Issa on lane 1, and then we've got other swimmers in lanes 7 and 8, 6, 7 and 8. First to turn, 42.16, Attila, and then 43.08 right behind him, James Hallam. Others all around about the 45 mark, going back to 48 for Kian Ptolemy over in lane 2 from Puttridge. But final turn for the leader. Now's his turn at 65. Behind him, about a second and a half back, behind Attila is James, and picking up very well is Issa Parker over in lane 1 from Colchester. He's having a really big sprint finish over on the far side. Good sprint finish also from Joseph Stoker in lane 8. It's going to be pretty close when they get to the end here, but coming in and touching first goes to Attila in a time of 1:28.06. Fast finish from Issa Parker brings him in second in 1:28.71. And third to touch, 1:29.81 as James Hallam in lane 4.
Thank you, Simmons. Please leave the pool by the side.
Heat 5 of the men's 100 meters backstroke.
Take your mark.
Couple of 10-year-olds in this in lane 6 and 8. Joseph Bale in lane 6 from Halstead is under 132, so keep an eye on that. And Jakub Chiniko in lane 8 is from Chelmsford, and he is in a 134, so keep an eye on those two. First turn into the wall at about 19 and a bit seconds. 3 swimmers all come out together. Just leading the way fractionally at the moment, Luke Owens in lane 3 from Putteridge and into 132. He's got about a half a metre lead at the moment over lane 6, which is Joseph Bale from Halstead, who's going very well. And right alongside him is Josh Mayer from Chelmsford going well too. 40 seconds, 40.86 for Luke Owens, and then 41 and 42 for Joseph Bale and Josh Mayer in second and third at the moment. But coming up now well also in lane 7, Philip Spalding, who's going well. Final turn for the leader now though. Turns at 63 seconds, coming down into the final 15 metres and accelerates off the wall. Luke Owens from Putteridge is leading, but big sprint finish now coming through. And it's in particular in lane 6 and 7 from Joseph and Philip. But there's 4 of them in this for second place, but touching first. Winning time 124.87 goes to Luke Owens. His entry time was 132, so that's a big PB. Second to touch, just 126.81 is Joseph Bale, and third on the touch, 127 flat from Philip Spalding. So it's very, very close indeed. Lots of them very close.
Thank you, swimmers. Please leave the pool by the side.
So we'll wait to see if the official result comes up. So we're waiting for the confirmation of the result of that Heat 5. Wait and see. So unfortunately, notice of disqualification in that heat in Heat 5, lane 2, disqualified for a technical infraction. And this is Heat 6 of the men's 100 metres backstroke.
Take your mark.
Yeah, thanks. That's good. So 110-year-old, lane 8, Perimar from Hatfield, entered a 130. Still another 10-year-old to come. It's a faster entrant, but can't be much faster than that. About 18, 19 seconds on the first turn. But Perrin's right up there, actually, the 10-year-old. He's having a great swim. He's going to be putting a lot of pressure on the remaining one, Brandon Crease, in the final heat. But first to turn is going to be Daniel Talbot in lane 6, I would think. Turns at 40.23, 41.02 for Perrin, and then 41.79 behind them for Nikitas. But a few there are 42s and 43s, pretty close together. But now pulling away on the third length, going very well indeed. In lane 6, Daniel Talbot, Leighton Buzzard swimmer, entered 129, turns at 61 and 64 for the 10-year-old Perrin Mar. Now, Perrin just getting overhauled now a little bit by the fast finishing swimmers over in the middle of the pool. Coming through well in lane 3, Nikitas and Oliver in lane 4. But Daniel it is who's going to take this and touches first, a time of 1:22.04. His entry time was 1:29, so big PB. Second to touch, 1:24.68, was Nikitas Baltazak, and he entered at 1:28. And third was 1:26.29, Daniel. So just having a look on that one, it's Olivia Meyer. Sorry, I just couldn't quite read that one. Miles time 1:31. So we're coming up to now the final heat with the fastest entrance in this 100 metres backstroke. Please would you welcome, as they come to the blocks, your swimmers for this final heat. Leading the way in lane 1 from Putteridge, Sebastian Newman Baronius. In lane 8, I beg your pardon. In lane 1 from Basildon Phoenix, the only 10-year-old in this, Brandon Crease. In lane 7 from Basildon Phoenix, William Hughes. In lane 2 from Norwich Swans, Zach Montgomery. In lane 6 from Devon is Hayden Hall. In lane 3 in from Hatfield, Niccolo Camalotti. In lane 5 from Colchester, Archie Tebbett. And in lane 4, the fastest entrant with an entry time of 1:17 from Team Ipswich, William Jones. Your final heat in this men's 100 metres backstroke.
Take your mark.
So 1:17 in the middle of the pool is about 3 seconds faster, William Jones's time than anyone else, but right alongside him already is Archie Tebbett, and they turning at about 16, 17 seconds. But look at this, lane 5 at the moment leading the way. Archie's time is 1:20 entry time. Alongside him though, William is 1:17 from Team Ipswich. They're going to turn absolutely together at 37.5. And then there's a whole gaggle there on about 40 seconds. But leading that gaggle in lane 6 at the moment in 3rd place. Bronze medal position is Hayden Hall. Don't forget lane 1 is a 10-year-old over on the far side, Brandon Crease, up against the fast 10-year-olds in the early heats. Final turn. 57, 58 seconds. Still just fraction in the lead. Archie in lane 5 from William in lane 4. William coming back on him now. William trying to pick up. It's still Archie in lane 5, fraction ahead. William now pulling up alongside. Less than 5 metres to go. As they come into touch, a big acceleration in lane 4. Takes it through. Great final swim there. The last couple of strokes from William Jones. Bringing him in 1:16.54 underneath his entry time. 1:16.76, a great time in second place for Archie Tebbett. Nearly hung on, couldn't quite. 1:22.43, third to touch there. In lane 3 was Niccolo Camalotti. He entered at 1:23, so some really good new personal bests. We're now ready to move on to event 202, the women's 10 and 11 years 50 metres breaststroke, which is going to be swum in 12 heats. And this is heat in lanes 1 to 7. So just the 2 lengths of the pool for these races now. And before I forget, in Heat 6 was a Lucky Lane heat, and Corbin Gibson from Basildon Phoenix. Corbin, you've won a Lucky Lane prize for just being here in lane 6 today. Well done. Coming up to the halfway turn, leading the way at the moment in lane 2, turning at around about 27. Just fractionally in the lead. It's Erica. They're all 10 years old in this. Fastest entry time is 58.1, so it's just under a minute. So coming through now, strongly in the middle, Ava Sims in lane 4 from Chelmsford. Ava now just going past Erica, and good battle behind. We've got between 5 and 6. We've got Isabel in 5 and Anya in 6. But touching first, 55.73. Excellent time there in lane 4 for Ava Sims. She entered 58 seconds. Tremendous new PB. 57.19 in lane 2. And taking second place for Erica. And that was a good swim by her. Entered at 59. If you can hold the lane ropes, please. Swimmers in the pool, if you can hold the lane ropes, please. This is heat 2 of the women's 50 meters breaststroke.
Take your mark.
Heat 2, lane 1 is Isabel Patterson, who's a 10-year-old, alongside those Lipa, who's 10 as well. And then in lane 4, we've got another 10-year-old, and then 3 more 10-year-olds in lane 6, 7 and 8. So a couple of 11-year-olds in 3 and 5. Coming up to the turn, this is pretty quick. Turning at 22. 22 and a bit, that's a very fast first 25 at this age. Leading the way at the moment in lane 5. Anne-Marie Noanya, who's an 11-year-old from Team Luton, into 56.66. Going to be way, way, way under this. Very, very close behind her. There's 4 swimmers all absolutely in a row in lanes 1, 4, 6 and 7. But the winning time there, 50.34. 50.34. Excellent swim there by Anne-Marie. And she entered 56, so 6 or 7 second PB. Very well done. Second to touch there, 54.09 was Isabel Patterson, and third to touch in that heat was lane 8. Sorry, just flicked over. Fierbard. And this is heat 3 of the women's 50 meters breaststroke.
Take your mark.
So fewer 10-year-olds in this one. We got 10-year-old in lane 1, and then the one in lane 3, and another in lane 6. The rest are 11. Fastest entry time here, Athletics Isabel in lane 4 is 55.83. But first to turn at around about 23 seconds is our swimmer in lane 5, Jasmine Donald. Costa swimmer entered at 55.97, and she's looking extremely good at the moment. She can keep that up. Also going well over in lane 1, Molly Bird of Colchester, entered 56.2. And then behind we've got a lot of swimmers in a row, some fast finishing coming through, but let's see who's going to take this. It looks like it's going to go to lane 5, which it does, 52.57. And that's Jasmine Donald entered at 55.97, so excellent new PB. Second place there, 53.67 was Molly Bird, and then third place, 54.05 was lane 2 on here, which was Rosie from Epping Forest, and she ended at 56.1. So lots of new personal bests being swum here.
Thank you, swimmers. Please leave the pool by the side.
And this is heat 4 of the ladies 50 meters breaststroke, and this is a one with a magic lane in it. We'll tell you who it is at the end.
Take your mark.
So another lucky lane heat. One of the swimmers here will be fortunate to have been drawn in a lane that's going to get a spot prize. Down to 2 10-year-olds now. We've got a 10-year-old in lane 5, who's from Braintree, and we've got one in lane 8. Coming up to the turn though, at halfway. Lane 5 turning first, about 24 seconds. 24, 25 seconds. In the lead, in lane 4. Talia Robson, the Sirius Norman swimmer, fastest entrant in this, a time of 54.89. Now being overtaken in lane 3, coming past her. Elizabeth Schofield, who's from Dunstable, entered at 55. It's going to be a big sprint finish between 3 and 4 though. They come through and it goes to 52.19. It goes to Elizabeth Schofield. Just ahead of 52.79 is Talia Robson. And behind those, in third place, 54.21 for Heidi Woodley. And completing that in lane 7 there was Emily Taylor. Well done.
Thank you, swimmers. Please leave the pool by the side.
And it was lane 8. Lane 8 is the spot prize winner, the lucky lane. Olivia Croft, you've won yourself a prize for swimming in lane 8. And this is heat 5 of the women's 50 meters breaststroke.
Take your mark.
Ten-year-old in lane 1, another one in lane 4, and another one in lane 7. Fastest entrant here, Epping Forest swimmer in lane 4 is 53.7. First to turn though is in lane 6 at about 24 seconds. is, excuse me, Flitwick's Neve Bunker. 11-year-old ends at 53.97. Pretty close behind her though. This is a very close race. Could go anywhere at the moment. We've got lots of swimmers all together. Coming up to the halfway turn. Let's see where we are. Bearing in mind they're all looking around about 53 seconds for the full distance. And there we are. 51.18 goes to in lane 5. Millie Johnson from West Norfolk. She ends at 53.88 and 51.38 in second place there. Neve Bunker from Flitwick. Couldn't quite hang on to it. No, in fact, in the second. Oh. We'll pick that result up in a bit. And we're going on to heat 6 of the 100 meters, 50 meters breaststroke. Got notice of disqualification, event 202, heat 4, lane 7, disqualified for a technical infraction. So a mixture of 50-50 10-year-olds and 11-year-olds. First to turn about 24 seconds. Over in lane 2 was Esme Langley, she's 11-year-old. We got 3 10-year-olds in 3, 4 and 5 and another one in lane 8. The others are all 11. Lane 2 going well though. Low powerful stroke from Esme Langley from City of Norwich. Enter 53.37. Also going well in lane 8. Feedy Fan. And in lane 3 as well going well. 50 seconds exactly the winning time. How about that? 50 seconds. Couldn't quite get under that for Esme. And then second place there, 50.65 for Amelie Parnell. And third place, 51 in lane 8 for Feedy Fan. This is heat 7 of the 50 meters breaststroke. So just the 7 swimmers in this one. Looking at entry times from 51.6 for Anna, who's a 10-year-old in lane 4. Another 10-year-old in lane 7. It's also going extremely well at the moment. She's in the lead, turning 22 seconds. That's Lexi Sandyford, who's from Team Luton, ends at 52.38. Going extremely well at the moment. Being followed in lane 5 by Eleanor. And very, very close behind these two. But Eleanor's now catching Lexi. Going to be very close as they come to touch. Who's going to get it, Eleanor or Lexi? Oh, it's just Eleanor. Gets there 50.79 ahead of Lexi at 50.80. 1/100th of a second between those two. Although one's 11 and the other one was 10. Well done. So it looks on the board there, if you have a notice of disqualification of lane 2 in heat 7 of event 202 for disqualified for a technical infraction. And this is heat 8 of the 50 meters breaststroke. So this is a lucky lane heat, We'll tell you at the end which one is the lucky late lane. No swimmer in lane 5 in this one, but otherwise all there. That's the 10-year-old that would have been swimming. So all 11-year-olds in this. Let's see where they are at the halfway point. Turning at 23 seconds. All getting there pretty much the same times in the last few heats. But the moment it's the race seems to be between 6, 7 and 8. Coming through also in lane 3 is Erin Wright, but we've got Olivia in 6, Emily in 7 and Liliana in lane 8, and they are very close together. Liliana is just ahead at the moment in lane 8. Coming through, she enters at 51.6 and she records 48.28, under 50 seconds, maybe for the first time. Well done if it is, Liliana. 49.75, also under 50 seconds for Olivia Palmer in second and third place. 50.02 was Emily Calvert.
Thank you, sir. Please report by the side.
And the lucky lane winner there was Tina in lane 4. Tina in lane 4, you win a prize as you're in the lucky lane 4. This is heat 9 of the women's 50 metres breaststroke.
Take your mark.
So again, 7 swimmers on the block, no swimmer in lane 8, and fastest time here, Harlow Penguins, Gina Lee has got a time 49.3. Most of these swimmers have been under 50. Only the swimmer in lane 1, Emma from Norwich Swans, hasn't gone under 50. So let's hope she does today. Moving clear here now in Zara Avery in lane 7 from Linslade, entered at 49.74, but coming under a lot of pressure now in lane 4 from Gina Lee from Harlow Penguins, and they're going to be very, very close indeed. Fast finish also in lane 2 from but coming into touch, and a winning time 47.82 goes to Zara Avery from Linslade. She entered at 49.74, and 47.92 second for Gina Lee, who entered at 49.33. This is heat 10 of the women's 50 metres breaststroke.
Take your mark.
All 11-year-olds in this one. We've got one 10-year-old still to come in the final heat, so be good to see how she goes. But in this one, we got the fastest entrant is about 47.5. So let's see where we go here. Leading the way at the moment. Turning first there, about 21.5 seconds. Just is Molly in lane 7, just ahead of Abigail in lane 6. Abby and Molly just a bit clear of lane 3 at the moment, which is Lily Mae Ware from Basildon Phoenix. So looking at entry times about 48.5, 49. This is going to be a good swim here. Molly Greybatch from Bishop Stortford's going to take this. Touches first in 44.74. Great new PB for her. Right behind her, 46.95. Second to touch was Abigail Davis. And third there, 47.44 was Lily Mae Ware from Basildon Phoenix. And heat 11 of the women's 50 metres breaststroke is a lucky lane heat, a lucky lane heat.
Take your mark. Stand down, swimmers. Please leave the pool under side. Thank you, swimmers. Please leave the pool under side.
Can you leave the pool, please, swimmers? Can you make your way out of the pool, please?
Take your mark.
So terribly unfortunate there, the 10-year-old who fell in, very, very sorry for that. Very, very small consolation. She had the lucky lane, so she'll still get her lucky lane prize. Coming up to the halfway turn. Well, really, really close indeed at 21 seconds. Really not much to choose between 4 swimmers all in a line across the pool. Coming down now into the last 15 metres, trying to get ahead here in lane 4 is Tyra, and then we've got Maisie, and then Lois in lane 7 also trying to make a move as well. But it looks like it's going to go to Tyra, who entered at 45.83, and she gets a time of 43.74. An excellent swim by her. 45.30. Second to touch there was Maisie, and third to touch 45.33 was Lois Smith. So we now come through to the final heat of this 50 metres butterfly. Please will give a warm welcome as they come to the blocks, your fastest entrants for this event. Starting in lane 8, from Hitchin, Lydia Buckland. In lane 1, from Team Ipswich, Nicole Penalty. In lane 7, from Team Ipswich as well, Grace Mutton. In lane 2, from Norwich Swans, Verity Hamilton. In lane 6, from Team Luton, Nicole Cushin. In lane 3, from Basildon Phoenix, Jasmine Hall. In lane 5, from Hatfield, Gigi Raburchnik-Smith. And finally, your fastest entrant in the event at 39.24 from Hatfield in lane 4, Verity Fuge. Your final swimmers in this fastest heat of the ladies' 50 metres breaststroke.
Take your mark.
So only one swimmer here under 40 seconds. Let's keep our eye on this, you never know. But in the middle of the pool, got 2 Hatfield swimmers who have been swimming against each other quite a bit recently in this competition. They are going to be turning first. At about 18 and a half seconds, Verity ahead of Gigi. But behind them, going well also, Lydia Buckland in lane 8. And also on the far side from me, Verity Hamilton in 2 and Jasmine Hall in lane 3. And they are pushing themselves up into the bronze medal position, but coming through to touch first in a time of 39.71, Verity Future from Hatfield, and under her, just outside her entry time. Second to touch there, 41.81 for Gigi. And third touch was Verity Hamilton from Norwich Swans, ended 45. And she got a time of 43.14, so a good new PB for her. So that completes the women's 50 metres breaststroke. We'll be putting the results up as soon as they are available. Keep your eyes open for those. Next event in the pool is going to be event 203, the men's 10 and 11 years 50 metres, 2 lengths butterfly. This is going to be swum in 7 heats. This is the men's 50 metres butterfly, heat 1, swimmers in lanes 3, 4 and 5. So once again, just 2 lanes of the 2 lengths of the pool for the 50 metres butterfly for the men. And in the first heat, we've got 3 10-year-olds. Got Jack Canham in lane 3 from Putteridge, lane 4 is Harrison Race from Flitwick, and Oliver Coombs in lane 5 from Basildon Phoenix. Jack going very well. He's entered at 58.66. Let's see what his halfway time is. Turns at 22, 22 and a half. About 24, 25 for both Harrison and then Oliver. Having got the turn out of the way, they're moving well down the second length. Coming down to the last 10 metres, it's Jack from Putteridge, entered at 58.66. Coming up to the last 5 metres, great battle behind. Harrison and Oliver absolutely together as they come under the flags. But Jack's going to take this in a time of 50.28. Very, very close behind. We'll have to see how it comes up on the AOE. Both around about the 53, 54 second mark for second and third, but we'll see what happens on the backup time when it appears. Second place there actually going to Harrison by a few hundredths of a second from Oliver.
Thank you, Jimmy. Please take the pool right side.
Can you clear the pool, please, Summers? Can you make your way out of the pool, please? And this is heat number 2 of the men's 50 metres butterfly, and this is a lucky lane heat.
Take your mark.
Two 10-year-olds, got James Peters in lane 5 and Dominic Sturback in lane 8. They're the two 10-year-olds, the rest are 11. Entry times ranging from 50 seconds up to about 54, 55. But first to turn, lane 1 is George at probably under 20 seconds looking at that. That looked like a really good first length. His entry time 53, so this is going to be a storming one. And in lane 7 also going extremely well, Leo Walker. 11-year-old from Canberra Island, ended 53.5. Behind them, we've got Tom in 4, James in 5, and Riley in 6, and Dominic out in lane 8. But coming into touch, 44.90 goes to George Heather, entered at 53.5. 9 second or 8.5 second PB. Very well swum indeed. Second to touch there Leo Walker from Canby Island in a time of 46.58. Third coming up there, 48.7, was James Peters, just getting in there. He's a 10-year-old. Lucky Lane winner there, Leo Walker. Lane 7 also gets a Lucky Lane winning prize. Well done, Leo.
Thank you, Summers. Please leave the pool by the side.
Can you clear the pool, please, Summers? Make your way out of the pool, please. So there was a disqualification in the previous heat. I think it looked like it was lane 4. I will check that and come back. This is the 50 butterfly, heat 3.
Take your marks.
Just one 10-year-old in this in lane 4. It's the fastest entrant from Chelmsford, Jakob, who's entered 48.58, so we'll wait and see. He's going okay at the moment, but coming up to the halfway turn, it's lane 5 storming away at the moment, at around about 19 seconds on the turn. Austin Brook from Colchester, and he's well clear. He's got an entry time of 49.04. Just keep an eye on the clock. Going well on the other side from me, Daniel Talbot from Leighton Buzzard in lane 1. He's in second at the moment, but coming under a lot of pressure from Jakob in lane 4 and also in lane 6 from Harry. But touching first, winning time 42.77 goes to Austin Brook, and he entered 49. Good 7-second PB. Well done. Second to touch there, 45.26 was Daniel Talbot, and third 45.76 was Jakob. He's the 10-year-old, so well done. Heat 4 of the men's 50 metres butterfly.
Take your marks.
Couple of 10-year-olds in this one. Lane 4, again, the fastest entrant is a 10-year-old, is Morgan Price from Partridge, entered at 46 seconds. Another one in lane 7. But leading the way here, there's some fast swimmers here. Let's see what they turn. Turning at 18 seconds, just over. And we've got a couple of swimmers just a little bit clear. In lane 3, we've got Nicolo, who's from Hatfield. He's entered 46.15. And behind him in lane 5, we've got Zach Montgomery from Norwich Swans at the 46.1, and also in lane 1, Harry Pickard. But touching first, 38.38. Excellent swim indeed. Niccolo entered at 46.15, so that's a 8-second PB. Second to touch there, 42.06 from Zach Montgomery. And Harry in lane 1 was third in 42.61, and he entered at 47.69. Lots of personal best times on that one.
Thank you, swimmers. Please leave the pool by the side.
Can you clear the pool, please, swimmers? Clear the pool, please. And this is heat 5 of the men's 50 meters butterfly.
Take your mark.
3 10-year-olds in this in lanes 4, 7 and 8. The rest are all 11. Fastest entrant here is at 43.35. 10-year-old Brandon Crease in lane 4 from Basildon, Phoenix. Very, very close race. Look at this, the closest race we've had at halfway. They're turning there at about 18.5 seconds. And coming out of the turn first in lane 7, it's Joseph Bale from Halstead at end of 45 seconds. He's a 10-year-old, but now moving way clear on the far side, coming through very, very strongly. We've got lanes 2, 3 and 5 are going to be touching almost together, and as they do, winning time 40.68. It goes to Corbin Gibson, and behind him is second place Charlie Birdsall, who was 41.03, and third to touch was Joseph Stoker, and 41.33. Very close race indeed, that one. And this is heat 6 of the men's 50 meters butterfly.
Thank you, swimmers. Please leave the pool by the side. Take your mark.
Penultimate heat, all 11-year-olds in this one. Fastest entry time is just on 40 seconds. Let's see if anyone can go under 40 seconds. Mario in the middle there from Basildon Phoenix is the fastest entrant, but look at this. This is a really, really, really close race. And they're all turning together at about 18.5, 19 seconds. Going to be a quick race, this one. Who's going to make the break coming down to final length? Still 4 swimmers all in a row. At the moment, we got lanes 3 and 4, and then 6 and 7. Luke in 3, Mario in 4, Ben in 7, 6, and Philip in 7. And fast finishing coming between them as well. But it's going to be really, really close as they touch. Very close indeed. 41.07. It goes to lane 7. Philip Spalding from Putteridge. He ended at 42. Second to touch there, 41.22 in lane 3 for Luke Owens. And behind him, 41.36 in lane 4 for Mario Pfizer. Very close race. Very good race, guys. So we come to our final heat with the fastest entrants in this, so please will you give a warm welcome as they come to the blocks. Your final heat swimmers, starting in lane 8 from Braintree, Vincent Coombs. In lane 1 from St Albans, Eiki Cheng. In lane 7 from Deben, Hayden Hall. In lane 2 from Putteridge, Seb Newman Beranius. In lane 6 from Basildon Phoenix, William Hughes. In lane 3 on this heat from Team Ipswich, William Jones. In lane 5 from Colchester, Nikitas Baltazak. And your fastest entrant in the event at a time of 35.54, his teammate from Colchester in lane 4, Archie Tebbett. Ladies and gentlemen, your swimmers for the final heat of this men's 50 meters butterfly. Fastest entry at 35.54. Archie in the middle, and he's absolutely, no pun intended, flying. Coming up to the turn. Hits it at about 16 and a bit, so this could be really fast. Remember, Archie Tebbett, Colchester at 35.54. Storming away, very close behind him. Looks like it'll be Sebastian over in lane 2 is behind him, but going to be really close. Archie comes through, touches 33.95, excellent swim. Seb gets the second place at 37.63, and his entry time was 39, so tremendous swim there. Third to touch there, 37.95 was Eiki Cheng, who entered at 40 seconds, or under 40 seconds. Well done, 7 seconds under 40 seconds, in fact. So that completes the men's butterfly. Clear to the side, please, swimmers. Clear the pool, please. Which brings us to our final event of today on this session. Event 204, the women's 10 and 11 years 100 meters freestyle. And this is going to be swum in 13 heats. So this is event 204, the women's 10, 11 years 100 meter freestyle. This is heat 1, swimmers in lanes 1 to 7. So where we go, 4 lengths to the pool now, don't forget. And these are all 10-year-olds, and this is a lucky lane heat. Turning first there at about 17, 18 seconds. 4 swimmers across the pool, one over in lane 1 with Adela, and then we've got swimmers in lanes 5, 6 and 7 all together. Hopefully they're keeping an eye on Adela, Millie, Olivia and Jasleen. Jasleen the leader of the pack over here, but over on the far side it's Adela who's going well. She's in second place on the turn there at about 42, 43 seconds. All of them there under 45 or on the 45 second mark. So pretty close together at the moment. Coming up now to the final turn and trying to move clear now. Jasleen Sandhu in lane 7 from Epping Forest entered at 1:43.9 and she's kicked hard on the third length. And also kicking hard inside her, Millie and Olivia, turning there at 67 seconds. Coming into the final length. And Jasleen's had a great second half of this race. She's still stretching out. Can she hold it all the way to the end? Sprint finishing also coming in lane 2 from Isla Bedford from Norwich Swans. She's coming through very strongly over in lane 2. And also in lane 4, Amelia Parnell. But hanging on to it. Touching first, time of 1:33.07. Jasleen Sandhu entered a 1:43, 10-second PB inside her entry time. Second to touch there, 1:35.23 is Isla Bedford. And the third was Amelia Parnell from Dereham, and a time of 1:35.34. And the lucky lane there was also Jasleen. How about that? Jasleen also wins a lucky lane winner for being in lane 7 in that first heat. Can you clear the pool, please, swimmers? Can you make your way out of the pool, please, those swimmers in the pool? If you can make your way to the side, please. So, got after a heat of all 10-year-olds, got 2 10-year-olds, lanes 1 and 2, and then 4 and 5, and also in lane 8, storming away at the moment. Lane 5 in the lead, turning at 18.5 seconds or thereabouts. Early leader, Maisie Draper from Halstead, 10-year-old, entered at 1:38. And over on the far side from her, she keeps her eyes open. Layla Jennings in lane 1 is going well too. Another Halstead swimmer entered at 1:39. These two just a little bit clear at the halfway turn, turning together at 40.5 seconds. Nothing between them. Chasing pack in at about 44, so there's 3 or 4 seconds there. At the moment, third place is being fought out between Eloise in lane 6 and then in lane 4, Elizabeth. Coming up to the turn, final turn, the 2 Halstead swimmers turn together at about 64, 65 seconds. Fraction in the lead now, Layla Jennings in lane 1. Layla now extending her lead, pulling away from her teammate Maisie in lane 5 and having a really good final length. Sprinting down here. Layla, but Maisie's responding, but I don't think she's responded in enough time to catch her. It's going to be first place there, going a 1:25.44 going to Layla. The second place to Maisie, 1:27.04. Very, very, very close. on the third place there, just 133.97, going to Eloise Saunders. Last couple of strokes in lane 7 for Sophie, and Sophie brings it in to complete that heat. This is heat 3 of the ladies 100 meters freestyle.
Stand down, swimmers, please. Stand down.
So lane 1 is a 10-year-old, and lanes 3 and 4 are 10, and then another one in lane 8, another swimmer in lane 8 is 10 as well, leading the way. Lane 5, Eddie Church, Norwich Swans. Turns at about 18 seconds, 18 and a bit. Edie, who's entered at 136.19. Behind her, Maya and Charlotte in 7 and 8 are pretty much together in 2nd and 3rd at the moment. Edie turning first though, 41.17, and then 43.5-ish for both Maya and Charlotte in the 43s. Behind those, about 45 for Elsa Cook in lane 4, Dunstable swimmer, fastest entrant in this, but not quite up with the leader. Leader turns at 64 seconds, and now it's Maya just ahead of Charlotte now. Had a good third length there, but Edie still way in the lead. Edie digging in, coming down this final length. Acceleration from Maya in lane 7, and Charlotte going with her in lane 8. That's going to be how it's going to finish, I think. Edie coming in now. Remember, entry time of 1:36, goes 1:28. 1:28.04, nearly went under 1:28 as well. 1:31.59 for Maya Atkins, entered at 1:36.9, and 1:33.11 third place for Charlotte Newell, and she entered at 1:38. So some very, very big PBs there. Well done, swimmers. And this is heat 4 of the women's 100 meters freestyle.
Take your mark.
A couple of 10-year-olds in lanes 4 and 5, and another 10-year-old in lane 7. The rest are 11. Fastest entry time here about 1:34.5, so see where we get to. First to turn at 18 seconds. Jasmine Donald in lane 8, Citizen Albans, 11-year-old, entered 1:35. She's stretching it out at the moment. 3 other swimmers in a row there, really. 3, 4 and 6. Mimi in 3, Georgia in 4, and Isabel in 6. But just in the lead at halfway. In fact, been caught now. It's 41.55, 41.95. Very little between Jasmine and Isabella. Isabella digging in, but Jasmine got a good turn off the wall there, got a good push. 4 swimmers in a row behind these two. Coming up to the final turn, but moving through now well. Isabella Heaton trying to catch up. They're both turning about 66, 65, 66 seconds. But again, another excellent turn off the wall. Jasmine Donald's getting about a metre off of her turns against the others. And digging in hard and pulling away. She's going to take this heat. It's going to be very, very close behind her between Lipa, who's catching Isabella, and it's going to be very close between them. Winning time, 1:26.41. Isabella hangs on to second at 1:29.42, and Lipa at 1:29.50. A few hundredths behind. Couldn't quite get there at the end. Heat 5 of the women's 100-metre freestyle, a lucky lane heat,
Take your mark.
So we've got a mixture, we've got mainly 10-year-olds, this 11-year-old in lane 3 and 11-year-olds in lane 7 and 8, and the rest are all 10. But this is very close indeed, turning at about 19 seconds. Got 4 swimmers pretty much in a row at the moment, just edging to the lead in lane 2 at the moment is Annika Muller, who's City of Norwich, and she's entered at 1:34. She's going to turn first, and we've got 4 swimmers who are going to turn pretty much together after her. Annika turns at 38.78, and then the rest on 40 and 41. Very close indeed. 45 for Isabella Reeves in lane 4. Last to turn there, but pretty close though to lane 7. But in lane 2 still, Annika Muller coming up to her final turn. Entered at 1:34, 25 to go. Turns at 61 seconds. 63 seconds chasing her in lane 6 is Alia Zolvagri, and coming now through very strongly over in lane 1, Mia Nelson, trying to sprint at the end, but this is going to go to Annika Muller, 10-year-old City of Norwich swimmer, entered at 1:34, records 1:22, 12 seconds inside her entry time, 1:25.36, second to touch in lane 6 was Ayla, and third to touch is another 10-year-old Mia Nelson in lane 1 from Cheshunt in time 1:22. And Mia also wins the lucky lane. So Mia wins the lucky lane as well over in lane 1. And this is heat 6 of the women's 100 metres freestyle.
Take your mark.
It's got 2 10-year-olds in this, in lane 3, Isabel Patterson from Norwich, and in lane 6, Lucia Day. Turning it again about 18 and a half, just under 19 seconds I would think on the turn. Much closer race than the others. There's 5 or 6 swimmers all in this at the moment, coming up to halfway, and they're all going to be turning together. A big blanket turn. Look at the timing on the board there, all into 40 seconds. 40 to 41, very, very close, less than a second covering the leading 6 swimmers. But now, good turn off the wall there. Coming into the lead in lane 5 is Olivia Palmer from City of Norwich, entered at 1:31, and she's kicked on hard in this third length, and she's going to turn first at about 62 seconds. Making her way down, you've got a good turn again off the wall. Shows how the turns can really count here. And she's stretching out, head down, going very well indeed. Going to be close behind her between lane 4, Isla, and Francesca. But coming in to touch, winning time, 1:23.25. And it's Olivia Palmer of City of Norwich. She ended up 1:31, so 8-second PB. And second was lane 4, which was Isla Addison, 1:25.49. And third, lane 2. So, and this is heat 7 of the women's 100 meters freestyle. Olivia Croft in lane 1 is a 10-year-old, as is Tia Johnson in lane 7. Rest are all 11. First turn, looks like it may be on or just fractionally under 18 seconds for Jennifer Mardle from City of Norwich in lane 6. But now coming alongside her in lane 5, Olivia Jasper from Chelmsford. And also over in lane 3, coming up as well, Esme Langley from City of Norwich. 1:27s for most of them, and also lane 2 turning well too. Paige Brewster from Harpenden is up there too. So we've now got 3 swimmers. Paige alongside her, Esme, and then Olivia, and these 3 just a little bit clear at the moment of lane 4, which is Ellie, and lane 6, Jennifer. Coming up to the final turn. 3 swimmers turn together at 63 seconds. 63 seconds, but 2 good turns off the wall, and the best of those in lane 5. It's Olivia Jasper from Chelmsford, sprinting hard. There's a couple of fast finishes coming in here, particularly in lane 3, Esme, and then lane 6, Jennifer. But it's going to go to 1:23.43, winning time for Olivia Jasper from Chelmsford. Second to touch there, 1:24.02. For Esme Langley from City of Norwich, and third 1:24.53 in lane 6 for Jennifer Mardle from City of Norwich. And this is heat 8 of the women's 100 meters freestyle, and it is a lucky lane heat. Again, a couple of 10-year-olds in this. We've got a 10-year-old in lane 2 is Megan Barnicoat from Modernians, and also in lane 8 Izzy Gebhard from Team Ipswich. Coming up to the first turn, 17s, under 18 seconds definitely now, and we've got a couple of big swimmers in this one, and already trying to dig in and pull away is Lily Mae Freeman in lane 4 of Great Yarmouth, into 1:26. She's already put in a very big first 50, being chased in lane 7 by Emma Dye from Norwich Swans, who's there alongside now Isabella Bryan from Team Ipswich, who's up there too, but still in the lead. Halfway, 38.43 for the leader. Great Yarmouth's Lily Mae Freeman, and she's hanging on there and going after Emma Dye from Norwich Swans. But final turn, just in the lead now at about 1 minute, 60 seconds. And Emma Dye is now going after her very fast in lane 7. It's Emma going right onto her shoulder, and also a fast finish in lane 3 from Isabella Bryan. Lily Mae digging in hard, but she's going to be very, very close. It's going to be very close between these two. As they come through touch, who gets it? Just gets there. Emma Dye, great last length from Emma. Norwich Swan into the 1:26, takes it in 1:20.75. Second was lane 3, Isabella Bryan from Team... Second was Lily Mae Freeman from Great Yarmouth in 120.87 and 122.89. Third there was Isabella Bryan. This is heat 9 of the 100 meters freestyle. So lucky lane in the previous heat is Megan Barnicoat in lane 2. Megan, lane 2 last heat, you, the 10-year-old, you are the lucky lane winner as well. So coming up to the first turn, let's see where we are. Very quick, 17 seconds or thereabouts now. Eleanor in lane 7. Brentwood swimmer, 126. She's going to turn first. And Eleanor turns at 37, 38 behind her. Second to turn there was Neve in lane 4. And then over in lane 2, Eloise Minto. Another 10-year-old from Basildon Phoenix, going extremely well for the 10-year-old. But look at this swim. Eleanor Bath Wieneralp in lane 7. Turning at 58 seconds. That's the fastest we've seen so far. Digging in really hard and pulling away. And going after her now in the middle there. Lane 4, Neve Bunker from Flitwick into 124. And going also very fast as well in lane 2, Eloise Minto, 10-year-old from Basildon into 125.9. But this is going to go to lane 7 in a time of 120 flat. Oh, so close to going under 120. Excellent swim there from Eleanor. Great swim there. Second to touch there, 122.32 is Neve Bunker. And third place, Eloise Minto of Basildon, the 10-year-old in a 122.75. She ended 125.9. So great new PB for the 10-year-old there. This is heat 10 of the ladies or 100 meters freestyle. Heat 10 underway. We've got a couple of 10-year-olds, 10-year-old in lane 3 and a 10-year-old in lane 7. Entry times of these ones are around about 122. Turning it into 17 seconds now, as you'd expect. And we're going to see who makes the move in the first half. In the middle of the pool at the moment, we've got 4 and 5. We've got Tyra and Lily Mae, both in at around the 122, 123 mark. Tyra turning first, 37.49, Lily Mae 37.82, and then right behind those we've got a couple more now coming through. We've got Daisy Jubb in lane 6 and Tina in lane 8, but in the lead coming up to the final turn. Tyra turns at 58 seconds, about a second and a bit clear of Lily Mae in lane 5. These two now fighting it out, both sprinting down into the final 10 metres. Tyra responding, Lily Mae digging in hard. I think Tyra's going to hang on to this. Lily Mae's going to be about a metre back, and it's Tyra who takes the time, 117.12. Lily Mae, 118.37, and they were both into the 122, 123s. Fabulous way to go under 120. And the third place, Daisy Jubb of Flitwick, into the 123, and Daisy goes 122. So again, inside her entry time. Excellent swims. Heat 11 of the ladies 100 meters freestyle. All 11-year-olds in the pool. No swimmer in lane 8. All turning around about 17, 18 seconds, so about the same pace as the previous heat, maybe fractionally slower, but pretty much the same, but we'll see how they accelerate into this though. In the lead, coming up to halfway, we've got Evie Greenhoff of City of Norwich. 36.9, 38.17 behind her for Verity Hamilton, and then 38.4 third to turn was Lydia in lane 1. And we've got Erin Wright and Nicole, who are swimming pretty much together, and coming up on there next as well is Liliana in lane 5. Final turn for our leader at 57. About 2 seconds clear on that final turn. Eva Grinoff entered at 1:21.06. Going to be a massive new personal best time as she comes through here. Great sprint finish over in lane 1 by Lydia. Can she get second? Taking it first though, 1:17.74 for Eva Greenhoff. Second to touch there, 1:20 for Verity Hamilton, 1:20.23, and third to touch there, 1:20.43. Very close, couldn't quite get there for Lydia Buckland in lane 1. And this is heat 12, the penultimate heat of the women's 100 meters freestyle. And this is a lucky lane heat, a lucky lane heat.
Take your mark.
So penultimate heat of today's event. Medalists, remember to go and get your medals. They're out there, down there now, and we're going to be, you can go up and stand on the rostrum and get the photos for those people who are seeing this live on the feed. All 11-year-olds, first to turn there at 16 seconds now. We're into under 16 seconds for Amelia Fiona on lane 8 from Basildon Phoenix, and Millie's going very fast indeed, and this is going to be a good time for her, I think. She's entered at 1:20.77, looks nailed on to go under 1:20 if she can keep this going. Splits at 35.39. A lot of swimmers behind her, very close together, leading the chasing pack in lane 4. Anastasia Wall from Durham. And now going after her, alongside her, Matilda Diamond. And these two pushing on hard, and they've caught up now with Amelia Fenner. And as they turn at 56 seconds, and Amelia got a good turn off the wall, pushed hard. Big sprint coming through now from lane 4. Can Anastasia catch Amelia? It's going to be very close, and a big sprint also now from Matilda Diamond in 5. It's going to be 3 of them coming in together as they come through to touch. And the winning touch. There's a dead heat for first place. A dead heat for first place between lane 4 Anastasia Wall and Amelia Fenner, both with identical times of 1:15.05. First dead heat we've had today. 1:15.15 was the third place for Matilda Diamond. And the lucky lane swimmer in that heat was lane 1. Team Ipswich's Natasha Bedley. Can you believe she unfortunately didn't swim? Which brings us to our final heat of our final event on today's session. And this is heat 13 of the women's 100 meters freestyle. Please will you welcome your fastest entrants to the blocks as they make their way there. And we start in lane 8 from Team Luton, Nicole Cashin. Swimming in lane 1 tonight from Hatfield, Cassandra Pereira. In lane 7 from Linslade, Holly Katassi. In lane 2 from Basildon Phoenix, Lois Smith. In lane 6 from Chelmsford, Lucy Clark. And swimming in lane 3 from Hatfield, Gigi Robuchnik Smith. In lane 5, also from Hatfield, Verity Fuge. And your fastest entrant with an entry time of 1:10.66. In lane 4 tonight from Basildon, Phoenix, Jasmine Hall. Ladies and gentlemen, your final heat swimmers in the ladies 100 meters freestyle. So can Jasmine Hall in lane 4 go under 1:10? She's got 1:10.66. Let's see if we can help her onto this. She's got to dig in very, very hard. She's being pushed by a very fast swimmer, Verity Fuge, alongside her as 1:11 swimmer. These two, as expected, hit the wall first at 15 seconds. 15 seconds at the wall, so they've got to push each other on very hard to see whether they can get near the 1:10 mark, both of these two. Also alongside them is Lucy Clark from Chelmsford, another good swimmer, and then on the far side from those, Gigi from Hatfield, and also in lane 7, Holly. But as they turn, 33.21 for Jasmine Hall, 33.74 for Verity, and these two are going to push each other all the way. Coming up now to the final turn, these two just a little bit clear. Bearing in mind, they're trying to get under 1:10. Can they go under 1:10? Both turn at 51 seconds, 51 at the turn, into the final 25 metres. And digging in really hard now. We've got Jasmine Hall from Basildon Phoenix in 4. Verity Future from Hatfield in 5. Into the last 6 metres. Coming down, it's go. We're both going to go under 1:10. And as they touch, it's 1:08.26 for Jasmine Hall. Excellent swim. 1:09.35 for Verity. 2 excellent swims, both under 1:10. And third place there goes to Gigi, who comes in at 1:11 just outside that. Another cracking swim by her. Very good to see the final event both going under a real milestone in the 100 metres. Clear the pool to the side, please, swimmers. Clear the pool to the side. Can you please make sure you do pick everything up round the pool side, please? That's swimmers and officials. Very, very, very big thank you to all of the people who have come to help today, if we don't see you tomorrow. Thank you to everyone, and particularly not just the officials but all the poolside help. We really couldn't run this without all the poolside help. Hope the spectators outside in the cold have enjoyed themselves watching this, and hasn't been too much of a strain, and you've been able to enjoy yourself. And I hope all those people who are watching online have had a good time as well. We've got the medal presentations to do. Please can you check the finals for the medals. Please check the results for the medals. Medals will be collected from outside. Once you've collected your medals, you can collect your medals as soon as you go outside, and then we'll call you up to take your place on the rostrum so you can be seen online by those people who are watching and want to cheer you from afar. In the meantime, I hope everyone else has a very safe journey home. Please make sure you take all of your rubbish and things with you. And if you're outside as well, in the team areas outside, could you please take your rubbish with you? Make sure you do take everything home. It would be really helpful to all the people here at the Sports Centre not to have to clear up. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. (1:30) is the warm-up tomorrow, 1:30. So do make sure you're here in plenty of time. As you'll gather, it's very difficult doing the warm-ups, so we do need to have you people here in plenty of time so you're all ready, raring to go. So, presentations outside. The winners of the 10-year-olds 100-metre backstroke, the boys. In third place was Perrin Marr from Hatfield. In second place was Joseph Bale from Halstead. And the winning time, gold medalist in time of 1:25.08 from Basildon Phoenix, Brandon Crease. And the winners in the 11-year-old age group, in third place and bronze medalist from Leighton Buzzard was Daniel Talbot. In second place and silver medalist from Colchester, Archie Tebbett. And the winner and gold medalist and champion with a time of 1:16.54 from Team Ipswich, William Jones. Is that 10-year-olds there? Who was there before then? I believe that's the 10-year-olds that are on the podium there, so well done to 10-year-olds with Brandon, Joseph and Perrin. So I think we are now up to the 11-year-olds. So apologies for that if you can hear me outside. In third place and bronze medal in the 11-year-olds for the 100 backstroke was Daniel Talbot, silver medalist Archie Tebbett from Colchester, and the gold medalist winning time of 1:16 from Team Ipswich, William Jones. So now we move on to the 50 metres breaststroke for the women, and in the 10-year-old age group, in third place and bronze medalist from Team Ipswich was Izzy Gerhardt. In second place, silver medalist from City of Norwich was Annika Muller, and the gold medalist and champion from Harlow Penguins at a winning time of 47.92, Gina Lee. So hopefully we've got the medalists there. Yes, we have. Well done. The medalists for the 10-year-olds. So that should be Izzy in the bronze medal, Annika in the silver medal, and gold medalist champion from Harlow Penguins, Gina Lee. Well done to you ladies. Well done. That's very good. The 11-year-old age group. And in 11-year-old age group, in third place, bronze medalist from Norwich Swans is Verity Hamilton. In second place, and silver medalist from Hatfield is Gigi Rabuchnik-Smith. And in gold medalist from Hatfield in a time of 39.71, the only one under 40 seconds, Verity Fuge. So we got the girls, 11-year girls, I believe. I believe that should be our bronze medalist, Verity Hamilton from Norwich Swans. Well done, Verity. Is that us? Okay, been through those. So hopefully the girls have gone through that. On the men's to event 203, the men's 50 metres butterfly. The bronze medalist in the 10-year-old age group from Putteridge was Morgan Price. In second place, silver medalist from Basildon Phoenix was Brandon Crease. And the winner and gold medalist from City of St Albans in a winning time of 37.95, about 4 seconds faster than anyone else, was Eiki Cheng. Very well done to you three lads. Excellent winning time there, 37.95. The other two incredibly close in the 42 and a half seconds. So well done, gentlemen. And now moving on to the 11-year-old age group. Bronze medalist from Team Ipswich was William Jones. Silver medalist from Putteridge was Seb Newman Baronius. And gold medalist, champion and with a winning time of 33.95 from Colchester, Archie Tebbett. We have a silver medalist there, so well done to Sebastian. And finally, event 204, the women's 10 11 years freestyle. In the 10-year-old age group, bronze medalist in third place from Flitwick was Alina Smith. In second place from Basildon Phoenix and silver medalist Eloise Minto. And the winner and champion gold medalist from the City of Norwich in a winning time of 1:22.44 is Annika Muller. So well done, ladies, as they come up onto the podium. Let's give them a round of applause. Well done. Excellent swims by those swimmers. We can see Annika and Eloise there. And tremendous swims. Well done, ladies. And finally, in the 11-year-old age group for the 100 metres freestyle, probably just got out of the pool. In bronze medal position, third place, Hatfield's Gigi Rabanchnik-Smith. Lane in second place, silver medalist from Hatfield, Verity Fusion, and in gold medalist and winner in a winning time of 1:08.26 from Basildon Phoenix, Jasmine Hall. Well done to those three swimmers. Very well done indeed. It's a very, very good race at the end there. Pushed each other on, both under 1:10. Excellent swims by both of them. Well done to the swimmers there. Well-deserved medals there, and if you can get them open. So well done, ladies. Thank you to everyone who's helped out down there on the medals as well and put everything together. We're going to sign off now, and hopefully tomorrow I can do a bit of a better job, and we'll got a bit more practice in now, having had a day of doing this. And we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. We'll be back on live streaming when swimming starts later in the afternoon. In the meantime, I wish you a safe journey home and a good evening.